Okay, welcome to Black Shield Elite Training, BSET. BSET is best. We're doing urban survival. Urban survival. What is urban survival? Okay, urban survival is survival in the concrete jungle, not in the jungle there or there where you see all these trees, but in the concrete jungle. Why do we want to survive in a concrete jungle? Because that's where you can find the most dangerous animal in the whole world, and many of them, that's the animal with the two legs, like you and like me. We are the urban animals, okay? And in the concrete jungle, you're going to find plenty, many, numerous, innumerable animals, criminals, rapists, serial killers, thieves, con artists, pickpockets, scammers, people who want to drug you to get your money, people who are telling lies, kidnapping gangs, amateur gangs, professional gangs. You're gonna find mafiosos in Asia, where we are now. I mean, many of the countries have huge gangs, huge gangs operating in them, okay? So, anyway, survival, urban survival, safe traveling. We all love to travel, but what about safety? If you just lose your passport, or you lose your wallet, or you lose your credit cards, or you lose your traveler's checks, that will destroy your whole goddamn holiday. You'll be like, oh, it's the same like the cut of your hand, right? You can do nothing without a passport, without all of that stuff. It will destroy your whole holiday. If you get drugged, you're gonna wake up and everything is gone, okay? So I'm gonna be teaching you all about these different dangers. But today, as an introduction, I want to show you a little bit about some of the more dangerous situations. Not the scamming, but things like guns and knives. So we're using this kind of mock machetes, mock knives, so we can practice. So we don't want to lose our fingers and our hands. So let's walk over here. I got my good partner here, Long. As you can see, is a tough dude. So I just want to show you a little bit. For example, guns, right? Guns, people, criminals are kind of crazy. They're not logical, right? If it was me, for example, if I was gonna rob or kidnap someone, I will back off. I will be standing here, But criminals are stupid people. Sometimes they're drugged up. They're full of adrenaline. They're not well trained. They're not sure of themselves, so they want to push the gun right in your face like this. They want to scare you. They want to intimidate you. They want you to fear them, and they got this little thing here, and they're like, hey! They're like this kind of thing, or even they are very actually they are very amateurish. Okay, so that gives you opportunities, because at this distance, the gun is very easy to take away, okay? Because it's called action and reaction. For example, if he's pointing a gun at me, okay? Now his finger is on the trigger here, right? So that gives me a split second before he can pull the trigger, right? So he only has to do that. But that is a split second, okay? That's one split second. So he's there. Now, of course, you're not going to show him that you're a macho hero. You're the opposite of a macho hero. You're afraid. Okay, dude, what do you want? And you can even cry. You can even piss in your pants. Okay, just convince that guy that you are totally 100% harmless. You can do nothing to him. He's in control. He's like God. That's how he wants to feel. He wants to feel like God. Okay, so in this scenario, you're crying. You're pissing your pants. You're bringing your hands up. To as close as you can to the gun, right? Why is that? Because now if you want to make your move, like here, see, look at his finger. His finger hasn't even moved, because this is action and reaction. I act. Now he has to react, okay? So his reaction is going to be, boom, I already have the gun. I can move in quickly and take it away. So remember, this is one of the most important principles, action to reaction, okay? So all of gun defense is based on action to reaction time. But of course, you need a lot of practice, and you got to know the techniques. So I just show you basic stuff, okay? Then we have another very favorite weapon of criminals is a knife, or you have machete, you have short knives, you have all kinds of knives, okay? Flick knives, butterfly knives. So knives are also very tricky and very, very dangerous, okay? So let me just show you, typically somebody will, if it's a terrorist or a crazy guy or drunk or on drugs, he might just run at you, and try to slice your head off, or even with a two-handed attack, try to cut you in half, or try to stab you, pierce your whole body so that it will come at the back here, or try to slice open your stomach so your guts spill out. So seeing we don't want to see his guts spilling out on the floor right now, that's going to spoil our breakfast for the rest of the day. I will use this little bamboo dagger. So the first thing you want to see is the way the guy is grabbing the knife, okay? Obviously there is like let's call it the forehand, like in tennis, you have a forehand and a backhand. So let's say the guy is coming with a typically forehand grip. So that limits his stabbing or striking to certain angles, okay? For example, he may come like this, boom, just a short stab. Here on the chest there are a lot of bones, so probably he will come a little bit low, maybe for the guts, and try to push it up behind the ribs into the heart or the lungs. So maybe like this. Otherwise, he may even come from the side, to try to stab you. Some people will do sharp edge weapons, knife. Okay. So what often will happen, like I said, not only the grip, the way the guy is grabbing it, right? Is it overhand stab? Is it a forehand? But also, usually they will even hide the knife, right? They can easily, knife is a weapon you can easily hide. So if Long is over here, I can pretend to be walking past him. Let's say I want to get him. I can pretend to walk past him, and then suddenly I just get in. Or you can even carry it, in the sleeve. The same thing. You can come in very quick. So a knife is a very tricky and very dangerous weapon. So let's say, for example, in this kind of situation, let's say he's going to use the overhand stab. He's kind of hiding it. Now he's going to come up to me. I'm standing over here. He's coming forward. So first, come out of the way. I highly recommend get out of the way. Don't stand here. Okay, stab again. So you want to get out of the way, okay? Why is that? Because if you stand here in front of him, obviously it's not a good idea. Okay, let's do that again. You come out of the way and then try to get a grip. Okay? The grip would be more or less there. You get your thumb on that. Here is many nerves, so which it really hurts. So if he's coming down, okay, from here, you remember what we said about you can't grab the knife there, right? So you twist it, bring your hand in there and push it out, okay? From here you can just clean him up. This is a simple way. Let's say if he does the underhand strike, okay? Go ahead. So again, you can get out of the way. I think I showed you this one, and you're back at him. Or if it's really, really fast, like if he's hiding the knife and he comes and there's no way for you to, okay, go. There's no way for you to get out of the way, okay? You can try and block. You can try and block it. Okay, go. You block it there. You do that simple moves. Okay, okay. Let's do it slowly. Maybe you can zoom in. Okay. Okay, stab. Here. You block. Okay, get your little balls out of the way there. You block, and then you just turn the wrist, give him a good kick, and then you have the knife and you cut his throat. Now the other situation that often happens is what we call hostage, okay? Somebody comes up behind you with this kind of scenario, right? Maybe there's a policeman or whatever, he wants something. He's negotiating with someone. So he's got you in this situation. Or very often he will grab you like this. So what do you do here? Okay, let's go ahead. If he's holding you, okay, if he's holding you, and again the sharp edge is on your neck. Okay, this is a very dangerous situation. Okay, obviously you can't move this hand, because if I try to move it here, he's going to cut my throat. So what you want to do is you want to move this hand, because he can't see it, right? You're not going to say, hey, look at my hand. No, you stand here, you come up, and you want to hook your fingers in there. So now, no matter what he does, he cannot cut your throat, right? But he's still holding you here. So what is a good move here? So you come there, you go up, you grab him, you bring it over. Now, with my one hand, I'm controlling both of his arms, okay? And then from here, you can get your finger in there, take the knife off, and while you're still holding him, you can finish him off, okay? So these are just some examples. Of course, we also have the machete, which is the long, you know, this kind of weapon is much, the power of this weapon is in the front, okay? So this is the impact there. Here, as you go backwards, the impact is getting less and less. The power is getting less and less. So if he, for example, if he has a double-handed grip and he's trying to slice you into two pieces, right? Okay, go, okay. Let's just illustrate this. Okay, go. If I go back, basically I'm making it easy for him. He's gonna cut me in two or whatever. So go again. So he has to step forward, grab him. From here, it's a very simple technique. You just cross the elbows there, and then whack, and then you can finish him off. Okay. Again, the same idea. Okay, let's say if he's coming with a one-hand slash, the one-hand slash would probably be aimed at your neck. So if you come one hand, so if you feel there's not enough time, okay, go again. If you feel there's not enough time, you can also try to get under it. Okay. In this case, in this scenario, probably what he will do is he will grab with two hands, slice back again, right? See, he will come in with this. Okay. So again, if he has two hands, you want to use two hands, right? If like this. If I use only one hand, he's gonna continue and kill me. Okay. So he has two hands. I gotta have two hands. Okay. Same idea. You go there and then you finish him off. So later on, we will explain to you step by step, slowly, how you can do all these things with guns, with knives, with sticks. Okay. Hostage situation, kidnapping situations. When you get into a kidnapping situation with a gang of guys, how you have to judge the situation in seconds, okay, and then make a decision. Are you going to play along, pretend to go with them? Are you going to try and escape immediately? Are you going to wait for later? Are you going to first put them at ease, make them feel like you're very weak? All of these things are valid, okay? We're going to discuss mass shootings, which is very common in the USA, for example, in schools, in shops, in movie theaters, in airports. Crazy people pull out the gun and boom, 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 they start shooting. What are you going to do in a situation like that? You're trapped in a restaurant, and a guy walks in with a gun and he starts shooting with a machine gun in a club. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these cases. So we're going to tell you exactly what to do. So please follow our vlog and we'll get back to you, okay? Cheers.